This Mercy Corps International.
Uh, this will be the contact center for the donations for Mercy Corps.
Oh, great. I've
Is
heard
there
about.
any specific? Go ahead, sorry.
I'm sorry, I have somewhat laryngitis. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, definitely.
Oh, great. So, I wanted to find out more about what Mercy Corps does.
Oh, well, thank you very much for giving us a call. I'll be more than happy to give you more information on about what our organization does, where we usually do our work. Is there any specific question that you may have?
Well, I'm familiar with the concept of aid and development. I don't know how many countries your organization enters or whether your aid is like primarily food or partially medical or living supplies. I don't know how it works.
It's it's all of the above. We work with youth, climate, technology, social ventures, health. Pretty much working on underdeveloped countries. We're in Africa. We are in the Americas. We are in Asia, Europe, Middle East. If you ever have access to the website mercycorps.org, you can actually see where we work. Each continent. If or each location. If you click the Middle East, it will tell you specifically the countries. Iraq, Jordan, Lebanon, Palestine, Syria, Yemen. In the Americas, we work in the Bahamas, Colombia, Guatemala, Haiti, even in the U.S. as well. Many countries in Asia, many countries in Africa, and it's a 5,600 or 5,600 plus team members live and work in over 40 countries around the world. 85% of them are from the countries where they work. Um, the but we currently, of course, are assisting, the 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 aid for COVID-19. Uh,
Hmm.
so there's many things that we do.
Oh, great. And one of the things with nonprofits that interests me is sometimes I've like done some fundraising for nonprofits. So sometimes the administrative overhead becomes an issue. Is Mercy Corps transparent with how much, like if I contributed $40, will $30 go to office expenses and then 10 people go to the people I'm actually trying to help? Or what's the structure of administrative cost?
The allocation, per se, in this case of what is the percentage of the donation
Mm-hmm.
going towards the actual cost. We are very transparent. Again, if you go to our website, you actually have an option, a tab that says financial information and annual reports.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you can pretty much see the audited financial statements for fiscal years of 2020 and going to 2009. You can see IRS forms, uh, and pretty much also past annual reports as well.
Mm.
So it's talking about transparency. You can actually see everything in our website. Also, of course, you can certainly do like you're doing right now. Which is giving us a call. So let me see if I'm able to find the donation allocation. Okay,
Well, and
which is
another,
usually above
yeah,
this.
go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, and
No,
another
no, it's
thing
fine. Go
that
ahead.
is sometimes concerning is that with some nonprofits, like for instance, the Goodwill organization, they do the thrift stores. There's a lot of it's sort of on the streets. People will frequently say, Goodwill, the CEO always makes 300 or 400,000. But do you do anything to minimize the damage of excessive CEO salaries to the cost of the nonprofit development?
Yes, that's something that we do, and again, it's also shown in the audits. It's also shown on how transparent the website is on explaining pretty much where your donations are going,
Mm-hmm.
how your donations are being applied, not applied specifically, but actually, contributing.
And then another thing that bothered me when I worked like trying to fundraise for nonprofits is I knew that working in the call center, fundraising for a lot of progressive organizations, I was not myself making a decent living wage, and my housing was endangered by my poverty. They even encouraged food stamps in the break room, or brought free ramen noodles just to keep us from starving. And it was kind of offensive to me because when I found out that most of the office overhead was actually eating the donations we were able to gather, and then we ourselves were struggling with deep poverty and really high standards of like make money, make money, make money. I know that other workers started to feel exploited, and nobody really wanted to listen to a progressive environmental organization is exploiting you because they think those are organizations that are beyond reputational damage. Like they can do no wrong because they love the environment or the poor. So I don't know. Do you guys get a living wage, or are you able to discuss that?
Oh, first off, it's unfortunate that you had to go through that. I
Thank
wouldn't
you.
like to, we don't have enough uh, an opinion, or I don't have an opinion in regards of what happens in other, or in other workplaces or organizations. So
Thank you.
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Oh, so in terms of like whether or not the call center reps or one of the other workers I was worried about is the street teams. I don't know if Mercy Corps still does that, but I think I've run into them. They wear like red t-shirts and they're out on the road basically saying like give us $25 or whatever for Mercy Corps. But I don't know if they're given proper lunch breaks or if they are treated well and if they're given enough
It's
money.
something that I wouldn't be able to tell you, unfortunately. If you
Oh.
wish, I can take your information, have your first and last name, point of contact, and we can request someone to reach out to you and answer, more of
Oh,
your
yeah, no,
concerns.
I'm sorry. I'm asking so many hard
I
questions.
it's no, it's completely fine, absolutely. Just letting you know, I understand that you do have many questions, and I wouldn't like to, misinform you, or have you not have the, the the complete information, since I'm only part of the donation line. If you need to make a donation, I can help you. If you need any other thing, I can actually refer you to donor care representative, or pretty
Donor
much again
care
take your
representative.
information and have someone to reach out to
Oh,
you
okay.
if
So,
you have
I've got
more
a
questions.
pencil. I could write down an additional number if you would recommend someone I speak to that is, just got a little more
Again,
back.
I can take your information. I can take your information, and we can give you a call
No, I
to
don't
answer
really,
the questions that you
I
have.
don't really, yeah, I know how that works. I just, I want to be careful about giving out my information. But, I don't know. I
No,
might call
absolutely. However
back.
you feel.
Yeah, I would feel more comfortable if I just had a different. I don't know if I called the right number for this type of questions.
I mean, there's no specific phone number that you can actually call. Again,
Mm-hmm.
you're calling Mercy Corps Relief Efforts, so you're
Mm-hmm.
calling the actual organization. If you want to go deeper, again, we can
Mm-hmm.
give you a call, and that way we can answer your
Oh,
questions, because it is
yeah.
a process that some back office will receive
Uh huh.
that request, and back office will give you a call. So that's how it usually works.
So is this organization about 40 years old or kind of 81, 20? Is that the founding year? I'm looking at the website now. Incorporated in the
Okay.
state of
Uh,
Washington. Oh, Dan O'Neill.
It seems that 2007, well, Refugees was launched in November 1979.
Mm,
It can be traced back to conflict in Cambodia, but 1981 is incorporated in the state of Washington as a follow-on to a task force organized by Dan O'Neill in response to Cambodian refugees fleeing famine, war, and genocide. So going
oh,
according to what the website says. So
these
the
issues are really,
earliest.
yeah, they're huge. Displaced refugees from war, um, devastate. Like this is. I mean, it's really an impressive roster of what is here on the history. Oh, Darfur. So you guys were in Bosnia and Darfur. Oh, those were some
Uh,
really bad
Many places,
tragedies.
Afghanistan. Yeah, it's many places.
Right. That's really. I mean, some of those atrocities are really upsetting. I know a little bit about what happened with Bosnia. It was almost kind of I think wasn't it somewhat like a semi-genocide that left the people with post-traumatic stress? Oh my gosh,
It was a pretty bad conflict. Yes.
bad conflict. Yeah, like slaughter. Okay, so can you tell me about the restructuring that's gone on with all the attention in the media? Because I just, started exploring.
Again, ma'am, I do apologize for interrupting you. Again, if you give me your information and a contact, either an email or a phone number, we can have someone to reach out to you
No, I
and
don't feel
answer all your
comfortable doing
inquiries.
that, but
Again, I
I could.
really wish that I could. Okay, so unfortunately, I am unable to answer all the questions that you have in regards of the actual structuring of the organization. You do have access to the website. I'm not trying to make this difficult for you, but I do need to attend to
Oh,
other
I'm sorry.
customers.
I don't
So
want to slow down your
I I
quotas
I
or anything.
in this case, is there any other thing that I can help you with, ma'am?
No, no, but I understand. I'll try again. Thank you.
Have a good day. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.